At 6, many of you are asking WIS how to talk to your kids about abuse and keep them safe following the arrests of 3 Midlands educators this week.
Tonight we have those answers.
In one case, Suleiman Benoit, a teacher at Green Charter School of the Midlands in Irma, was arrested and accused of fondling 3 students ages ranging from 7 to 12. The school's principal, Tina Shaw, arrested as well, charged with failure to report child abuse.
And Luther Trueluck, a Beechwood Middle School teacher in Lexington, accused of sexually abusing a 15-year-old.
Our Nick Neville is here in the studio with us for this story. And Nick, what are experts saying about how to navigate some of these difficult conversations with your kids?
Greg and Hannah, they're saying that the most important thing is to start that conversation. They say that there's often a fear and a stigma associated with abuse, which is why they say open communication and pointed questions are key.
It can't just get swept under the rug. These are our children. This is going to affect them for the rest of their lives.
Just this week, 3 Midlands educators arrested, 2 accused of abusing children. Green Charter School teacher Suleiman Benoit accused of inappropriately touching 3 students. Its principal accused of not reporting the alleged abuse. And Beechwood Middle School teacher Luther Trueluck also arrested and accused of sexually assaulting a 15-year-old.
This is not just hard for the victim, it is really, really hard for the parent or teachers or what we refer to as secondary survivors who are attached to that victim, because it's very traumatizing for them too.
Pathways to Healing, an organization offering free 24/7 support for survivors of sexual assault and abuse in the Midlands, says traumatic events like these speak to the importance of having strong relationships with your children.
One of the things that we really talk to parents about is just having open conversations about healthy relationships and healthy boundaries.
Its executive director, Rebecca Lorick, says those conversations can start as young as 3 years old. She says questions to ask your kids can start as simple as, how was your day? Who are your teachers? Who are you around? But, Lorick says, don't stop there.
Not just asking, hey, did somebody touch you inappropriately? Because again, some children might not think that it's inappropriate because of the grooming process, but asking pointed questions about, has someone touched your private area? Sometimes it's difficult to have those conversations and ask the difficult questions, but it's key because the kids, so often we see children who are being abused who are so afraid to say anything, and if we are not asking questions, they're not just going to come right out and say it.
Irma Police says that since details of the initial investigation were released on Benoit, investigators are looking into the potential of 3 additional victims. They encourage anyone with additional information about the situation at Green Charter School to come to them directly. Now, I did speak briefly with Shaw's attorney, who said in a statement, quote, "It is important not to rush to judgment until there is a knowing and complete review of all the circumstances related to this matter, and I'm confident that the process will play out in a favorable manner for my client," end quote.
Nick, thank you. Now, we reached out to Green Charter's executive director today for an additional response about Shaw, given the judge's order that she not be within 1,000 yards of the school. We also asked for a copy of the school's policy on reporting claims of abuse. We have not heard back. Meanwhile, the Lexington 1 teacher, Luther Trueluck, is accused of providing a 15-year-old alcohol, then sexually abusing them. A SLED arrest warrant says Trueluck previously picked up the student from a high school and is accused of using a fake name on Snapchat. According to arrest warrants, the Lexington County Sheriff's Department requested a forensic interview with a nonprofit that provides services for abuse victims.
We reached out to Lexington 1 School District in regard to the arrest, and they told us that Trueluck, who was hired in 2018, taught at an elementary school in the district before moving to Beechwood Middle. In a statement, a district spokesperson says in part, quote, "In situations like this, the employee is immediately placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation. This is an active and ongoing investigation, and both the school and district are fully cooperating with law enforcement."